Hey, this is Lynn with Keep It New Auto Service. Hey, I get questions every once in a while from my customers. They're like, my check engine light came on. Why does it come on? They get questions like, check engine light came on and I'm driving along and then it goes back out, just like randomly, my car's haunted or something. And then the other problem that I'm actually gonna address, and it's gonna answer some of the other questions at the same time, is I had a check engine light on, I fixed it, but now I've got another problem right after that. Why? Why does that happen? Let me explain. So we call them monitors. You may have heard it. Sometimes you have to go in to get a smog check and your monitors aren't set. So what happens is, it's a fancy term for us basically saying that the computer itself is constantly monitoring what's going on in the system. And it does this really fast all the time. Every time you drive it, it just happens. It just keeps happening, never stops. So let's say that your check engine light comes on and you bring it in and we say, hey, we found the code, we did some research, we did some testing, and we found that the coolant temp sensor is not acting correctly. And we go on to explain a little bit more. You get it fixed, and then 2 days later, check engine light comes back on. Oh my gosh, this is not something I like, but it does happen from time to time. We take steps to avoid this type of situation, but it still happens. Happens to everybody. Here's why. Here's what's going on. The coolant temp sensor, along with, let's say, the mass airflow sensor, some O2 sensors, and various other sensors in the engine, what'll happen is that it uses those to determine if other parts of the car are working correctly. So if you have a failure with a sensor that is used to determine if some other part of the system is working correctly, and that primary sensor goes out or has an issue, then the computer won't even test the other thing, and you only have one check engine light, so it can only come on once. So the problem ends up being is that we fix the primary problem, but there's just not enough time for you to leave your car with us for us to see the secondary problem. We have steps in place in a process that we try to avoid this, but sometimes it just happens. The bottom line, to recap, the car constantly checks itself. It has primary sensors that it uses to check secondary systems. And so in that whole mess of things that's going on, it's possible for you to have a check engine light for one code. You fix that. Now a computer can actually go ahead and test the secondary systems or part of the other systems and see that there's another problem going on. Again, we try to avoid this as much as possible because you need your car. You need it on the road. You need it to go to work. And we don't want to keep you from that. And we don't want you to have to visit us twice as much as we like you guys. I hope this clears things up on why check engine lights come on and why they go off and why they come on and go back off. Have a good day. This is Lynn, Keep It New Auto Service. See you later.